go to school, but go to school for like business or something and do your creative work on the side or take classes for it, but don't. I don't want to say not make that your main focus, but I think that's where I messed up. I wish I went for business, which I'm in school for now. I'll be done soon, but I wish I did that first instead of like kind of figuring out like what I wanted to do while I was in school. Like I feel like it's a lot of pressure as a teenager to be like pick your career, and I didn't know. Like I still don't know, and I'm 27 now, so.
Alright, you ready?
Cool.
What's up, Zalika?
What's up?
What's good?
Not much.
Not much?
Yep.
Alright, so, well, I told you earlier that what the magazine is about is for local artists. It's not about celebrity status or anything like that. We just want everyone or anyone who's out there that wants to get out and be known. So basically that's what the whole magazine's about. It could be artists, musicians, or whoever. And
Nice.
now that you're here, so this, guys, we have Zalika Foy in the house.
Hello.
And she is such an amazing creative talent, photographer,
Thanks.
fashionista,
Thanks.
fashion designer,
Thanks.
artist. I'm telling you, the list goes on and on. And I'm glad that you're here. And I just want share your story with us. What's good? Let us know. Like where you came from and all that stuff. So let's start from there.
Okay. I was born and raised in Neptune, New Jersey. I moved down this way when I was in high school, a senior. What else? I don't know. You gotta pop me with questions.
So you moved from Neptune to here in Barnegat, Jersey Shore, and so let's were you always creative?
Mm-hmm.
You always loved art.
My mom has pictures I drew from when I was like little, like 4, and I've always like I don't know. It was just like my way of kind of getting like thoughts out and stuff instead of talking because I used to be really really shy, so I'm just now like growing out of that. So that was like my thing. I would just draw all the time.
Nice, nice. So 4 years old. So you were 4 years old, picked up your first pencil, and you started drawing, and you fell in love with it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So now that we're here in the 21st century or whatever we're at, you started your own business.
Mm-hmm.
And that business is called Urbann
Misfit. Yeah. Yep.
So let's go with that.
Yeah.
How did that all come to play? With your creativity.
I was working for like a corporate office for a hospital at like 18 as soon as I came back home from school, and I hated it. I started being super anxious and just like I wasn't doing what I wanted to do, which is art. So I ended up getting let go actually, and I was like, all right, what am I gonna do now? I don't want to go to another job. So I started painting, and I realized that people actually wanted to buy my paintings. So I had like art shows and stuff, and I was like, okay, I need a name. And then I came up with a name. And I would do like small jobs on the side. Like that's actually how I met you guys. I was working at Starbucks. I ended up quitting there, and I started doing makeup for MAC Cosmetics. And that was like a side job, but I would still do art. And now I kind of just work for myself. I've been doing that for like over a year. And so far it's working. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Guys, artist, fashion, entrepreneur.
Yes.
I'm telling you, she does it all. So, like, how did the whole fashion... So, you started off with photography first, and then from photography went into fashion photography?
I actually went to school for film first.
Okay.
And then I realized I don't like doing group work, and I was like, I want to be creative on my own, so I switched to photography. And then, I don't know, I kind of just drifted off from photography and realized I want to do art more, but I still really love photography, but it's just not something I do as much as I should be doing. But, and then makeup kind of just fell into play because I just watch YouTube and makeup artists all the time. And one day, I did my makeup and I went on an interview for like another makeup company, and they didn't really pay me any mind. So I walked into Mac and I was like, hi, I just went like for another interview and I just want to give you my resume. And they called me like 10 minutes later.
Wow.
And I got a job. So
that is awesome.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow. So all right, that's cool. So like So from now, as we're talking about like photography and all that stuff. Like who is your inspiration or a role model for you to become having this business of yours? As we gotta show the paintings because they're
Yeah.
fire right now. I'm looking at them right now. But yeah, we'll get into that. Like where does your inspiration come from, and who are your role models as far as you're looking up to them and you know just inspiring you to do your art?
Um, I would definitely say my parents. They like a lot of people have parents and they'll be the creative one and their parents don't understand. And I think I'm definitely like grateful to have parents that kind of understand that this is me and this is what I'm gonna do. Um, yeah. My dad, he's super creative. My mom's not as creative, so sometimes she just doesn't get it. But my dad is definitely like, this is what you're meant to do, so do it. So I'm definitely grateful for that because,
Pierre, right?
yeah.
Shout out to Pierre and Gina.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yep. Yeah.
Nice. So they've been there for you from the very very beginning.
Yeah. And definitely like pushing me to be creative and not like go do something else just to do it. So.
Very cool. Very cool. So what would you like say to like the young ones now that are in the creative business? Like what would you say to them to inspire them to keep doing what they're doing?
Go to school, but go to school for like business or something and do your creative work on the side or take classes for it, but I don't want to say not make that your main focus, but I think that's where I messed up. I wish I went for business, which I'm in school for now. I'll be done soon, but I wish I did that first instead of like kind of figuring out like what I wanted to do while I was in school. Like I feel like it's a lot of pressure as a teenager to be like pick your career, and I didn't know. Like I still don't know, and I'm 27 now, so I'm still figuring it out.
You're not alone. I was in. It kind of reminds me. I feel the same way. I think that's the way how I grew up as well.
Yeah.
I had no clue what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
At the age of like when I remember when I was in fifth grade, my art teacher said to design a logo, whatever. So what I did was I just made a square and then a triangle and a square and I made a letter A for my last name. And she said, you should go into advertising.
That's super
That was in the fifth grade, and I remember it, but I never did it. So it's like I went into finance and all that stuff, and I was like, you know what, this is not me.
Yeah, you just realize you're not happy doing any of that. So
exactly, but this is the age where you find yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what you're doing, your hustle is strong.
Yeah.
This is strong.
It's hard though. It's definitely hard.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I definitely second guess myself a lot, but I know this is like what I want to do. I want to be creative for the rest of my life, and I really don't want to work for a major corporation, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's good. So now, like, ever since like March and all that stuff, the whole COVID thing, quarantine, how did you, as a creative, cope with that? Did it benefit you from it? As far as a creative and entrepreneur.
No, it was horrible. I did not want to paint. I didn't want to do anything creative for like the first like 2 to 3 months. I really just wasn't into it. I don't know why. I just like, it was a lot going on and I couldn't like focus on being creative. But then like I wanted to take pictures of myself, so I would do that all the time. Like I'll set up like my backyard or like my room. I was still being creative, but just not painting, which is what I really wanted to do. Just couldn't get into it. But now I feel like I have like a burst of like creativity and I want to like get back to it. So, but I feel like I wasted time during quarantine. That was the perfect time to just like create, and I didn't do that. So
I'm guilty. I'm guilty too. I got a Netflix. I've been watching Netflix.
Yeah, right. I was just
like, you're not alone.
Chilling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We should take advantage of it. But you know what? It's the truth. This is real talk.
You can't force it either,
no.
Which I was trying to do, and it was making it worse.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. A lot of people, add butter up a little bit, but no, it's true.
Yeah.
You can't. It is what it is. It's hard, especially if you do have the creative block.
Mm-hmm.
It's there.
Yeah.
It
really was. I couldn't get out of it, so I just.
I know. That's why Netflix is bad. Bad. I'm just kidding. Stocks are pretty good now.
Netflix, YouTube, all of it. I'm just like.
Yeah.
So time consuming. But.
Oh man, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's so your fashion.
Mm-hmm.
You're like literally You know, you are a fashion stylist. You design. You're a fashion designer.
Am I? I don't know.
But think about it. Look at the work that you did.
Yeah.
Okay. You designed was that basket, the sneakers.
Yeah.
Sneakers were fire. The basketball purse. I don't know if you guys seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. You know, how did that even?
I'm really into. I don't watch sports, but I'm really into the aesthetics of sports. Like I love like basketballs, jerseys, all of that. So like, or like just menswear in general. So I like to take things and make them into other things. So, I did the basketball purse, and recently I made like planters out of basketballs. So I don't know. I'm really into basketballs, but I don't watch basketball. I don't know.
That's good, but you know,
Yeah.
it's the things that inspire you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, but fashion, I don't know. It's just something I kind of started doing. I interned as a stylist in the city like when I was younger, and I from there like applied for like Fashion Week and worked once, and I was like, oh, this is cool, but it wasn't for me. It's not like my world. I don't know. Different type of people. It's very like not. I'm too laid back, so.
But you think about it. You design shirts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and how's that going?
That's going pretty good. That's kind of like my main focus right now.
Okay.
Making shirts and just like loungewear, because that's what I wear. I wear a lot of sweats and like t-shirts. So, but a lot of people are into that, surprisingly. But I also feel like a lot of people do it. So, I don't know. I'm in the middle. I just like making clothing that I know I would wear or that I can't find in the store.
So is there like a meaning to your designs and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm. Usually it's like I want to like, I don't know. I would like to make more shirts that are just like things that like people wouldn't normally say, like awkward conversations. That's what I like. So I don't know. I like obnoxious shirts, I guess.
Yes.
Something that's gonna like start a conversation.
Very cool. And like programs you use to make all these things, like is it like what do you use?
I use Adobe Creative Space. So I use a lot of like their applications.
Okay.
I also have something called Design Studio. I'm honestly all self-taught at everything,
Yeah.
so I don't know technical terms. I just like, this works, this doesn't work. Like,
that's awesome.
Yeah. And then I'll draw on my iPad and then somehow put it onto a shirt. So
very cool.
Yeah.
Self-taught.
Yeah.
Just saying, you can do it. You can do it if you love it.
Yes.
You're passionate about it, and you know that's the best thing.
YouTube is free school.
Yes.
Literally free school. I've learned everything on YouTube.
I love that you said that. I love that you said
Free
the self-taught
school.
thing.
Yeah.
Because you know it's now if you think about it, school is hard.
Yeah.
You know, not just hard but expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people are going to school with $200,000 in debt.
Yeah, and then coming out and can't get a job in their fields. So like, it's honestly sad. So
It's hard.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, you know, you're a perfect example. You know,
Yeah.
self-taught and you love what you do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the most important part.
Yeah.
You know, you love it, you're happy,
Yeah.
and you know what? And you're making money from it. You know,
Which is like, I don't know. It's kind of scary because it's like, is this ever gonna stop? Should I have something to fall back on? That's kind of where I'm at now. So
that's that's where we're all at right
Yeah.
now. To tell you the truth, you know, that's you know they always say the starving artist.
yeah.
You know, it's
Very
true.
true.
It's fact.
Yeah.
You know, but we never stop. We just keep doing it.
True.
Right.
Even if I wasn't making money, I would still be doing this, and I think that's what the point is. Like,
Exactly.
find something that you enjoy, whether.
Yes, that's your
like,
outlet.
benefiting
This is
from
what you want to do. So that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thanks.
Very. So you got some stuff to show us. Like, what do you got? Did you bring some stuff?
I got paintings. I brought a lot of t-shirts in here. I also have this bag that I made for. It says "We Matter." It's obviously
Nice.
everything that's going on in the world,
Yes.
unfortunately. What did I bring? I kind of just grabbed anything. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
all good.
The same bag, but as a t-shirt.
Sweet.
And it has a lot of victims' names on the back.
Oh, let's
So.
take a look at that. Let's put that on the camera.
Yeah.
So check that out. That's fire. Awesome.
Oh, these are random. It's still in the plastic. But that one's one of my favorites. I took the time to like learn everyone's story. That's
Yeah.
actually what I did during quarantine for a while. Just like reading different people's stories and things I wouldn't even know about. That's like actually super close to home. So
yeah, very cool. That's nice. Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
I didn't bring what I thought I brought, but the next one just says, "This is my crown. Don't touch." I wear like different hairstyles and like I don't know. That kind of goes back to like high school. The high school I went to, I was kind of no, I wasn't kind of. I was definitely in the minority.
Awesome.
So it was just like something that was I don't know, a conversation a lot.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd put that on a t-shirt.
Awesome.
Yeah. And this one's just an example of something I drew on my iPad that I ended up putting on a t-shirt also. And this is pretty old though, but
yeah. Oh no, that's dope. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Very cool.
And then the shirt I'm actually wearing is a painting that I brought with me.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite
That's
paintings.
nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Let's do the big one.
Do you want help? Very good.
Oh man, this is nice. So we get it in the frame. Can we see it?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Oh, look at that.
That one hangs in my room. It's my favorite painting so far.
Beautiful. Wow, this is oil too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, look at that.
Oil and then oil pastels, like the actual crayons, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wow, and this is how long ago was this?
This is probably like a year ago.
Wow, very nice.
I've never painted with oil before. I just started, and now I don't. That's all I paint with. But I just wanted to learn how to do, and this was like the one I started learning with.
Awesome.
So
there,
and that I don't know if you're familiar with Basquiat, but that is kind of his style.
Yes.
So I try to incorporate it because I love Basquiat.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
Yes.
I know. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Very cool. And who's the subject matter here?
I just make people up in my head. I've been doing that since I was little.
It.
Yeah. I'll like imagine like a person and I'll just, I don't know. No one that I paint actually is ever a person except for myself.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
This is just basically a fictional character in your mind.
Mm-hmm. I'll just come up with people, which I thought was always kind of weird, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say nuts, but I should say that's pretty amazing.
Thanks.
To have that vision of a face.
Yeah.
It doesn't even exist.
No. Or like I'll try to find someone that looks like that, and I'll be like, "Oh, you're the person."
Wow.
Yeah.
So, if you know, just holler at Urbann. I'm just saying. Let's go check out another piece. This is dope. Oh man. Let's see. Let's check this one. Oh man. Love the color. Orange is my favorite color. I'm just saying. I love orange. All right, let's talk about this one. What's this piece?
I grabbed this one randomly. I had other ones to choose from, but I figured this one's like the most weird. So, it started off as a portrait of myself, and then I started adding extra eyes to make it look like it was kind of like, I don't even know what to call that. Just you're seeing double,
double exposure.
Yeah. And then I was like, well, I might as well make the head open, so I did that part next. And then roller coaster is just like for thoughts because I was like I'm all over the place all the time. So
yes, love. And this is a portrait of you, but in a different perspective or different, right? That's awesome.
Which I don't know if you know Frida Kahlo.
Yeah,
she did that a lot, like painted herself, and I think that's how you kind of learn how to paint because you need to like learn yourself first. So
there you go.
I've been trying to do that.
Sweet. Are these for sale?
Maybe not the ones in myself. I don't know.
All right, so now.
But I do have a lot of other ones for sale.
All right, so now we have this piece coming here, and you said that this piece is in the works.
Yeah, this one's
is
unfinished.
The working piece here. All right.
This is more of an updated one of myself. This one's really heavy. This is like a portrait I took of myself during quarantine, I think. And I was like, I want to paint this, but like different parts So I did the lips first, and then I started piecing the rest together, which the rest will be like patchwork also.
Nice.
And I really just want to like take my time on this one to do like I want to see the best I can do. So that's
Yeah.
what this is gonna be
I
eventually.
love the circle.
Yeah, and this one is
That's
on wood.
yeah, that's awesome.
Thanks.
Very nice.
Not much yet, but
it looks really really good.
thanks.
I can't wait for the finished piece. Definitely gotta show me the finished piece. Oh man. So now the question is where can everyone find you in social media so they know where to look at your beautiful work and your pieces?
Everything is Urban Misfit with 2 A's. Instagram or shop Urban Misfit on Instagram. I also have a Facebook page, which I should update more. But that's the most you can find me on, besides my website.
So yeah. So again, this Zalika is I have to say, it was when did we meet? That was how many years ago?
I don't know. I think I was freshly 21, so maybe or 20.
How old are you now?
27. I just turned 27.
Shit, you was over 7 years.
Yeah, yeah. It had to be
7 years. She helped us out with the business, second shooter photography and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Amazing. Family's amazing. Like I said, Pierre.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah. And yeah, this is awesome. Like I said, after this we're gonna be doing just a quick headshot photo shoot for the magazine. So what this issue magazine is gonna be focused on? It's gonna be focused on black and white.
Okay.
So the cover that I'm gonna be doing is gonna be all black and white artwork. That's what happened that reflected everything in 2020.
Okay.
So it's gonna be very controversial magazine cover. I hope it is because we've been dealing with so much.
This year's a lot.
It's
like way too much.
It's insane. So we've been dealing with a lot of bullshit, and you know what? We need a whole reset on everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And,
and I think this is a perfect time for artists too, and things like this. Like
absolutely.
It's like the perfect time to like use your voice.
We have to do it. And and I'm happy that you're here. With us and going to be in the magazine. Magazine's going to be dropping in December.
I'm excited.
And I'm probably going to give you a shout out, see if you want to, or let you know if you want to be part of the cover.
Okay.
Just draw a nice piece in the cover and we'll put it in there.
Okay.
And so right now we're going to do a little quick headshot.
Cool. Sounds good.